Hello dear students, very good morning to all of you. Welcome you all to English language class. Today we'll proceed further with the use of direct and indirect speech. So far we have studied the changes that we make. Means two changes so far we have learned. First one is in reporting verb and second one pronoun and possessives. These two changes we have discussed about so far while reporting into an indirect speech. Now today we are going to discuss third change that we make while reporting into the indirect speech. So the third change is changes in tense. So you have to be very careful, and you know the golden rules, we drag everything back, but when you have to be sure meaning should not change. If meaning changes, then you don't need to drag everything back. You have to leave same. So here you will make changes in tense only if first one is there, meaning does not change. If you find meaning changes, you don't need to make changes in the tense of reported speech. For example, it took months to reach a message 30 years ago. It took months to reach a message 30 years ago, but it can be sent within seconds now, he said. So here if you change the tense, meaning will change, because in present days we can send message within few seconds. You can say this is fact also. So how we have changed? See, he said that this is reporting verb. Here he said reporting verb will remain same because there is no indirect pronoun after said. So you have left same said. He said that it took. No need to change the tense. It took months to reach a message 30 years before. Ago changes into before, but ago changes into before. But it can be sent within seconds now. You have not changed the tense at all. Second example you can see, the teacher said, I have left my book here in this room. The teacher said, I have left my book here in this room. You are pointing towards the room. That is in front of the speaker. The speaker is in the room, which is referred to here. So here if you change the tense, again meaning will change completely. See here, and book is still in the room. From where? See, the teacher said that is a pronoun change. I, first person change according to subject, so teacher, that's why he now has present perfect was there, so same present perfect. He has left his book here. Here is also not changed. See, because the speaker is present or pointing towards the place which is referred to. So here in this room. Now let's come to the second rule. Only if reporting verb is in past tense, not in present or future. So you will make changes in tense only you find reporting verb is in past tense. If you find reporting verb is in either present tense or future tense, then you don't need to make changes in the tense of reported speech. For example, he says. See, reporting verb here it is present tense. Here reporting verb is in present tense. He says, I did no wrong. So here don't need to make any change in the tense. So he says that pronoun will change. So he, first person is there, so according to subject. So he did no wrong. See the second example. He will say. See here, he will. Will is future tense here. I have completed my project. So he will say, I have completed my project. So here is the future tense, reporting of in future tense. So here you are leaving same, unchanged. So he will say that here tense has not been changed. You can see. This is present perfect tense. I have completed. So here also he has completed his project. In this way, you have come to know you are changing the tense only. Number 1, if meaning does not change. Number 2, if reported verb is in past. In these two cases, you are changing the tense of reported speech while reporting into indirect speech. See here, if you find the tense of the dialogue, reported speech is in present simple. So while reporting into indirect speech, you have to change into past simple. So here he said, I often help her. He said, I often help her. So he said that he is a pronoun change. He often helped her. Well, now if you find the tense of reported speech is in present continuous tense, you change the tense of reported speech into past continuous while reporting into an indirect speech. With example, he said, I am doing my work at this moment. So here this tense of this dialogue in direct speech is present continuous tense. So this will be changed into past continuous. So am will change into was. So he said that he was doing his homework at this change into that, so that moment. If you find the tense of the reported speech in present perfect tense, then change into past perfect tense. See here, have you completed your homework? What tense is it? The tense is present perfect. So he said to me, so he asked me if I had, past perfect, if I had completed my homework. Well, if you find the tense of reported speech is in the present perfect continuous tense, you have to change into past perfect continuous tense while reporting into an indirect speech. See, he said, I have been doing my homework since morning. I have been doing my homework since morning. So here you can find the tense is in present perfect continuous tense. So it will change into past perfect continuous tense. So he said that I changed according to this first according to subject. So he now had been doing. Now my possessive. This is first person. So according to subject. So his homework since morning. So he said that he had been doing his homework since morning. So in the next video, we'll proceed further with the changes of other type of tenses. Bye bye.